wonders of a black woman. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe if you're so motivated to do so. Comment down below. Tory Lanez breaks his silence after he was sentenced for 10 years in prison. And he says that he refuses to apologize for something he did not do. Now, just to recap to everyone what happened, this is from the LA Times, okay? I'll leave a link to this full article in the description, okay? So the shooting happened after the superstar Houston rapper left a party at Kylie Jenner's home in an SUV alongside Peterson, his driver, and her then close friend Kelsey Harris. Pete said an argument erupted after Peterson revealed to Harris that the two rappers had become romantically involved. Harris had previously been involved with Peterson and became angry. At trial, Pete said she demanded to be let out of the vehicle on Nichols Canyon Road. But as she walked away, prosecutors allege Peterson shouted, "Dance, B," before firing a volley of gunshots at Pete. Pete was struck several times in the feet. Pete is Megan Thee Stallion. Pete was struck several times in the feet and had to undergo surgery to remove bullet fragments. So there are people who are saying that she wasn't really struck and it was BS. So they're saying that she really did get struck by the bullets and had to undergo surgery to remove bullet fragments. In the seconds after the shooting, prosecutors and Pete contended that Peterson begged both women not to report him to the police and offered them $1 million for their silence. Peterson denies both claims. So, LA police stopped the vehicle in Hollywood a short time later and arrested Peterson on suspicion of illegal weapons possession. A dramatic video later emerged of a wounded and crying Pete limping out of the car, falling to the ground shortly before she was detained by police. The WAP rapper did not report the shooting to investigators for several days, instead insisting she stepped on broken glass. Although Pete has since testified that she was afraid to cooperate, in part due to the police killing of George Floyd and Breonna Taylor that spring, Peterson's defense seized on her delayed reporting as a sign her version of events was unreliable. This is what I'm saying. I'll link in the description so you can read the rest of this article. This is what I'm saying. A lot of times we know that the criminal justice system is harsh on our people. I'm talking about black people, so we don't want to get our man in trouble. But my thing is, they know the system is harsh on them too, so you should not be doing things to get yourself in trouble. You should not be doing things that's going to put you in a position where you got to wrestle with this criminal justice beast. So, I mean, and I know that some people out here think that, okay, men and women get into stuff and so forth and so on. You don't need to be pressing 911 and all of that every time you get into something. But if he's beating you or shooting you, baby, you better dial 911. Because you should not love anybody more than you love yourself unless it is the Most High, Lord, God Almighty, Creator of all things. You're so in love with some man that you want to protect him in his moment of weakness and vulnerability, anger, destruction, or whatever. It's like you're saying that you deserve for that to happen to you. So the bottom line is, I know people are angry at Megan. I know people are angry at this rapper, Tory Lanez. But at the bottom line is, at the end of the day, we all have to be responsible for the actions that we take. And you can't just be wielding a firearm. There's too many people getting shot for no good reason. Just, I'm angry, so I'm going to shoot somebody. There's too much violence in our communities. You don't have the right to be angry that she's angry that you're sleeping around, so you decide to shoot her. Pulling out a gun in a situation like that shouldn't even have been an option. So if he has 10 years with the possibility of parole, they will definitely not parole him if he does not show remorse for the crime. But he's insisting that he just didn't do it. Didn't do it, he says. Okay, in this article, which I will leave a link below from Entertainment Tonight Canada, Tory Lanez has broken his silence since receiving a 10-year prison sentence on Tuesday for Megan Thee Stallion shooting. Her calling herself Megan Thee Stallion always trips me out because Stallion is a male stud, but I digress. However, the Canadian rapper declares he has nothing to apologize for, still insisting that he's innocent. He says, "I have never let a hard time intimidate me. I will never let no jail time eliminate me. Regardless of how they try to spin my words, I have always maintained my innocence, and I always will," he wrote in a lengthy statement posted on Instagram yesterday, Thursday. "This week in court, I took personal responsibility for all verbal and intimate moments that I shared with the parties involved. That's it. In no way, shape, or form was I apologizing for the charges I'm being wrongfully convicted of. I remain on the stance that I refuse to apologize for something that I did not do. I faced adversity my whole life, and every time it looked like I would lose, I came out on top," he wrote. Determined to come back stronger than ever, Lanez, who's 31, so he would be 41 if he serves this whole time. I'm sure he's appealing, and that's why he's making it clear that he is not confessing to what he was convicted for. So he says that this is nothing but another moment where my back is against the wall and I refuse to stop fighting till I come out victorious. Tough times don't last, tough people do, he concluded, before thanking his family, friends, and umbrellas for their continued support. See you soon. On Tuesday, a judge sentenced Lanez to 10 years in a California state pen. However, the rapper and his high-powered attorney, Jose Baez, plan to appeal that sentence. Through good times and bad times, stay strong. I'll see y'all soon, Lanez captioned his post. And this is what he put out to his 11.9 mil followers on Instagram. To the umbrellas. Well, you umbrellas are going to have to stay strong because it's raining down on him. It is raining down on him. It is raining down. So he's maintaining his innocence. He wants to appeal.
Tory Lanez was sentenced to 10 years in prison by a Los Angeles judge on Tuesday over the 2020 shooting of Megan Thee Stallion. Prosecutors were seeking a 13-year sentence, but his attorneys asked for him to be sentenced to probation or 3 years in prison. They were also seeking probation and mandatory rehab, citing Lanez's alcohol addiction and childhood trauma. Lanez has been in jail without bond since a jury found him guilty in December 2022 of 3 felony firearm counts over the incident that took place in July 2020 with Megan Thee Stallion. The rapper's legal team plans to appeal the decision.
It's disheartening and quite disgusting, actually, to just see somebody completely deny our experience and everything that we went through.
Two of the plaintiffs suing Lizzo for sexual harassment, racial harassment, and creating a hostile work environment are speaking out about the singer's statement in regards to the suit.
I just read the part of the statement where she was like,
Okay, this is another thing about Lizzo, but racial harassment, that's a new twist on that's a new allegation up on the grill. So he's been sentenced, and you all know that he's been sentenced to 10 years. My question to you is, do you think that the sentence was too harsh? Do you think, because his lawyers were asking for 3 years, they were asking for probation, they were asking for, something not as harsh. Do you think that he should have took a plea bargain? Do you think he shouldn't have drugged this case out? Let me know in the comments. Do you think that the sentence was too harsh? 10-year prison sentence. Is he just another black man that's having the book thrown at him? Number one, do you really believe that he was justly found guilty? Number two, if you think he is guilty, do you think the sentence was just a little bit too harsh? Like, share, and subscribe. This is Women's of a Black Woman. And be sure to visit the merch shop. Peace.